Welcome to a course on Google Apps. In this video, we're going to be looking at Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. And we're going to be looking at their pros and cons in the next few slides. I give credit to paperstreet.com. Some of this information was gotten from the website. So we're going to move on now. The introduction. Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides allow for real-time collaboration. If you are the type that you collaborate with people and you want the entire team to be able to work on the same document, the same sheet, and the same slide, then you should consider using these Google applications. They are online applications, and you can get your team to work on the same document, sheet, or slide by using this collaboration tool. So it allows for real-time collaboration, a history of changes. So you can have that as people make changes. I mean the members of the team, as they make changes, it will track the changes that have been made to the docs, sheets, or slides. So it will track it, gives you the history. Then it also auto saves. So you don't need to save it as you work. Once you're online, it will be saved automatically. So you can also work from anywhere. That's one of the advantages that you get using all these tools. Do you understand that? So wherever you are, all of you can work on the same document, and you need to know that. Then it also has the offline work mode. Then you can also export some of those documents, sheets, and slides. You can store them. Do you understand that? And many more things you could do with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. But most importantly, they allow us to stay organized and instantly see the most recent version of our content. Do you understand that? So it helps a team to stay organized. You get what I'm saying? So and instantly, as you open the document, the sheet or slides online, you can easily see the most recent version of that content. Do you understand it? Remember that other team members are working on it. So as they are working on it, making changes and all that, you can see the most recent version of that content. I hope you understand that. So let's look at the advantages of Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. So the first advantage is that you can collaborate. So you can work together on the same document at the same time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So many people could be working on the same document. Once they have access to the link, everybody can go there, make changes to the document, and those changes will be tracked. So no more passing around individual Word files that can only be used by one person at a time. Do you understand? When I was teaching Microsoft Word, track changes and all that, that's the method that could be used there. The initiator creates the document but passes it around to other team members to be able to make their input or pass their comments. But here, the case is different. So everybody can work on the same document at the same time. Do you understand that? So it's a huge, time savings. Do you understand that? So the next thing there is that you have the history. You can track document changes automatically and revert to any previous version of the document. So as people make changes to the document, automatically those changes will be tracked, and you can also revert to any previous version of the document that you feel you want to go back to. Do you understand that? So every time people make changes, it goes to the history. So you can revert to any of those previous versions that you have in the history. I hope you understand that. So it helps in reverting to old formats easily. Do you understand that? Maybe someone made a correction or made changes to the document, and now you've worked on it, but you discover that all the things you've been doing is actually wrong, and you need to revert to the old format. You can easily do that using Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Do you understand that? So you may not use it much, but when you do, it will save your skin. Now, what again can you have as an advantage? You have track changes versus suggestion mode. So the biggest complaint we hear about using Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides is that only Microsoft Word can track changes. That's what people say, but that's not correct. However, Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides now has suggestion mode, which is almost identical to track changes. So you can have those changes that you're making to those documents being tracked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Using this suggestion mode. I hope you get what I'm saying. So that's what is being called on the Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. So default mode is editing mode for all docs. When you do overwrite online any update, of course, you can revert by history. Do you understand that? So you can revert to old formats and all that through the history. But if you want to edit someone's document and show your changes, then turn to suggestion mode. So this suggestion mode helps to track the changes that have been made. And you can also create items for review, approve, etc. with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, unlike Microsoft Word. Do you understand? So Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides are actually better for tracking changes because of its online collaboration abilities and ability to revert. So that makes it better. So you can track those changes. Do you understand that? Easily, because it allows for online collaboration, and it's easy for you to revert to old formats using Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. We also have the security aspect. Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides by default are locked down to specific users. So not any other person can be allowed to come there to work on those sheets except you add them to the team. Do you understand that? Unlike Microsoft Word, document that anybody can just get from your system if care is not taken, and they do anything they like with the document. So as needed, we can open them up to share by link status, meaning anyone with the link can edit. So that's the only way you can get other people to view your document. Do you understand that? So when you share the link with them, they have access to it. But if not, you can make it an enclosed team. So you need to add the email address of the people to the team, and only those people that their email addresses have been registered can work on those documents. Do you understand that? Remember, these are marketing documents, not legal documents that need full privacy. So anything you send for the website will be online. So there's no need for full privacy. So this is talking about people that want to use some of the information for web development. Do you understand that? But if you are not interested in web development, or maybe what you're just keeping there just office documents and things like that you're trying to manage, and that doesn't require any security issues like that, or maybe that has some privacy policies and all that, then you can make use of Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides easily. Do you understand that now? So, but if you need full privacy, you may not be able to use that. So we also have the auto saving, which I talked about earlier. The documents save in real time. So as you work, they are saved automatically. So it eliminates the need to save your document. So you don't need to be going to click save and save every time. They are saved automatically. Anything you add to it will be saved immediately as long as you're connected to the internet. So what docs typically do autosave now too. So what docs typically do autosave now too, but there's still a chance you may lose some changes. That's on Microsoft Word now. Do you understand that? So sometimes you may lose some of the things you enter. Depending on the auto saving timing. Do you understand that you've set? Let's say, for example, you set 1 minute. There, anything you type that is below 1 minute can disappear from your system if you don't save it. But if it's online, I mean Google Doc, Google Sheet and Slides, as you're typing, they are getting saved immediately. I hope you understand that. So that's the advantage. So there's less confusion with Google Docs, Sheets and Slides. We know with those tools, we know which is the most recent version of the content for your website. Now, if you look at this document, like I told you, I got it from a website. You understand what I'm saying? So what they use it for is for web development. I hope you get what I'm saying. So they're trying to say that it's easier for them to know the recent version of the content for the website they want to develop. So there's no more question of which file is the best version, because you can easily see those versions on the hub there. So put simply, our project managers can easily tell what document to use and give to our developers. Can you see that? So that's what they're saying. So it makes it easier for the project managers to be able to know the document to give to developers. Do you understand that? So as they receive from their clients, they know which one they are to give to developers to work on. So another advantage is that you can work from anywhere. So wherever people are, you could have people spread across the world and they are working on the same document. That's the advantage of Google Docs, Sheets and Slides. You can load documents on your phone, tablet, desktop, and work easily. So can you imagine you have your phone with you and you can work anywhere you are? So that's the advantage that you have with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. So you could also work offline. If you don't have internet, you could still work offline and upload when you do have access. So when you have access to internet, you now upload what you've done when you were offline. So we have cut and paste. It is easy to cut, paste content from Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides into WordPress or the content management system. That's for people that are into web development. So when you have those things on Google Docs, it's easy for you to just cut or copy those things from there and just paste on WordPress or content management system, any content management system you have. Then it gives you easy access. So with a simple link, you can see your data and pass the link to anyone you want to share your content with. Do you understand that? So just a link will be created and you can share the link with anyone that you want to share that content with, and they will be able to view it without any stress. So another thing there is that you can export to a variety of formats. You can export to Microsoft Word if you're dealing with Google Docs. If you're dealing with Google Sheets, you can export to Microsoft Excel or PDF. The same goes for Google Docs and Slides. Do you understand that? For Slides, you can export to Microsoft PowerPoint. Do you understand that? Or PDF. So no software is needed. Unlike Microsoft Word, you need to install the software on your system for you to be able to do that. I hope you get what I'm saying. Though Microsoft now has the online version for Microsoft Office apps as well, like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Microsoft has online versions of all those applications as well now. So you don't have to install software to use Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. You don't need any software to do that. All you need to do is to just type the address on your browser, and it will take you to where you can do all these things. Then look at comment. Adding a comment is easier in Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, and looks better. So you can also create tasks for individuals and start a discussion thread. So it's easier to add comments on Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. And the comments look better than on Microsoft Word. Do you understand that now? So these are things that you need to know about that. So the next one, there is the files. There is easy filing, as we store all your docs in our project folders for integration into WordPress and Basecamp. So this is for those people, the owner of these content. So what they do is that it makes it easy for them to file the documents. Do you understand that? In a folder. So all they do after that is just integrate it into the WordPress, which is a web development application. Do you understand that now? The next one is upload. You can actually upload Word docs and have them auto-convert to a Google Doc. So if you have a Word document now, you can easily convert it into a Google Doc. All you need to do is to upload it and it converts to a Google Doc. Note that there will be slight formatting changes, but if you draft in Google Doc, these are easily resolved. Do you understand that now? So once you upload, you may have some little changes in the formatting of the document because you used Microsoft Word to create the document, and it may not be fully compatible with Google Doc. You need to understand. Same thing goes for Google Sheets and Google Slides. So it saves time. You know that already. You save time by using Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides because you no longer have to save files. Do you understand that now? You no longer have to email files to people. When you have your Microsoft Word document and you want to share with other people, you have to email the file to them. Do you understand that now? You have to figure out which have been emailed or which is the current version. But this one does not need that again. So all you need to do is just get on the Google Doc and you have all these things done for you. You only need to share the link with those people, or you add them to the team, and all of you will be able to work on it together. Then it saves you money. Since time is saved, then money will be saved as well, because once you have time being saved, then money is going to be saved. Your website project is quoted based on the use of Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, and time savings it allows. So if you prefer to use Microsoft Word, let us know and we can set a budget. So can you see that? So they are using this for web development, and they're talking about how it's saving them time and saving them money. Do you understand that? So these are things that you need to know. So what are the disadvantages? Because for everything that has these advantages, it's also going to have some disadvantages. So the first one there is the new system. So yes, Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, they are all in new system. They are new systems. Do you understand that? So you will need to learn how to use the tools. So however, it is 95% similar to your prior workflow. After 20 minutes of use, you will learn almost all of the controls, and the time savings will be immense. Simply click on the link and you can start typing, editing, cutting, and pasting. So because it's new, you will need to learn how it works. Do you understand that you need to move around within the tool and learn how to use it? But it doesn't take time at all. Within 20 minutes, you can master everything there, since you know how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. That's why those key skills are very, very important. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those skills are very, very important. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are key skills that can that can help you to function well when you're working on other applications. Do you understand that now? So That's one of the disadvantages. So you can't just get there and just use it immediately. And that's the whole essence of this video. So when I'm done with this theory aspect, and we're going to go into practical as well, where you're going to be demonstrating all these things live, and you see just a few things that you need to know, because you already know how to use your Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. You can work on them comfortably. The same is applicable on Google Docs, except that you're going to learn just few commands or tools there that you're going to be making use of. So policy lockdown. Some firms may have a policy of not using cloud storage for creating documents. So some may not permit that you save some their documents in the cloud. And once that is not allowed, then you won't be able to use Google Docs and Sheets and Slides. Do you understand that now? So that policy could affect that. Do you understand that? So if there's a firm that has that kind of policy, then it means you won't be able to use that. So in conclusion, to start using those tools we've talked about, you only need a Google account. So using this tool will require that you create a Google account, which you can create just by going to google.com and you sign up. Do you understand? So once you sign up and you have your account details, then you can use the Google tools. Do you understand that? So the same one you need to access Gmail, YouTube, or Google Drive. Do you understand that? So once you create one Google account, you can use that account to gain access into your Gmail, your YouTube account, and your Google Drive account. Do you understand that? And this is where we're going to stop in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.